you tired of rejection? Exhausted from second, guessing every interaction with women? It's time to face the cold, hard truth about why she turned you down. But brace yourself. This isn't your typical feel good advice. Imagine peering into a woman's mind, understanding exactly why she said no, and learning how to turn that no into a resounding yes next time. Intrigued? You should be. Because in the next few minutes, we're going to shatter your illusions and rebuild your approach from the ground up. One, the authenticity paradox. Why your nice guy act is killing your chances. Let's kick things off with a truth bomb. Your nice guy routine is suffocating your appeal faster than you can say friend zone. Here's the paradox. The harder you try to be nice, the less authentic you become. And women can smell that fakeness a mile away. Think about it. How many times have you bent over backward, agreeing with everything she says, laughing at every joke, even the ones that fell flat, all in the name of being nice? Newsflash. You're not being nice. You're being a chameleon. And last time I checked, chameleons weren't topping the list of sexy animals. Women aren't looking for a yes man. They're craving authenticity. They want a man who stands his ground, who has opinions, even if they differ from hers, and who isn't afraid to show his true colors. Your agreeableness isn't charming. It's boring at best and repelling at worst. Women want to know who you really are, not the version of yourself that you think they want. So if you're putting on a nice guy act to win her over, you're actually doing the opposite. You're killing your chances. 2. The illusion of overconfidence. When ego overpowers reality, you've probably heard that confidence is key. And that's true. But what happens when confidence crosses the line into arrogance? That's when things start to go south. Overconfidence is a double-edged sword. It can be appealing in small doses, but a massive turnoff when it becomes overwhelming. Women are attracted to confidence because it signals security and self-assurance. But when that confidence tips over into arrogance, it starts to look like insecurity dressed up as bravado. You might think you're impressing her with your accomplishments, your knowledge, or your boldness. But if you're not careful, it can come across as trying too hard to prove something. Surely that you're better than others. And nothing kills attraction faster than a man who's more in love with himself than he is interested in getting to know her. The truth is, real confidence is quiet and self-assured. It doesn't need to shout or show off. If you're constantly trying to impress her with your over-the-top bravado, you're pushing her away, not pulling her in. 3. The friend zone trap. Why being too available is hurting you. Another bitter truth. Being too available is hurting your chances. You might think that by always being there for her, you're showing her how much you care. But in reality, you're showing her that you have nothing better to do. And if there's one thing that kills attraction faster than arrogance, it's neediness. When you're too available, you're essentially telling her that she's your only option, that you don't have any other priorities or interests outside of her. And that's not attractive. It's suffocating. Women want a man who has his own life, his own passions, and his own goals. They want someone who is busy and has a purpose, not someone who is just waiting around for them to call. Being too available can also lead to the dreaded friend zone, when you're always there for her, always saying yes to her plans and never challenging her or making her work for your attention. You're signaling that you're not a romantic option. You're signaling that you're not a romantic option. You're just a friend. So, if you're tired of getting stuck in the friend zone, start setting some boundaries and making her work for your attention. Don't be afraid to say no or to prioritize your own life, or to prioritize your own life over hers. It's not about playing games. It's about showing her that you value yourself and your time. 4. The bad boy myth. Why women are drawn to jerks. You've seen it happen, time and again. The bad boy gets the girl while the nice guy is left wondering what went wrong. It's frustrating, infuriating even. But there's a reason why women are drawn to jerks, and it's not because they're masochists or because they don't know what they want. It's because bad boys possess a few key traits that trigger attraction on a deep, primal level. First and foremost, bad boys are confident. They don't seek approval. They don't apologize for who they are. And they don't bend over backward to please anyone. This confidence is intoxicating because it signals strength and independence. Two qualities that are incredibly attractive to women. Bad boys also create a sense of mystery and challenge. They don't lay all their cards on the table right away, and they keep women guessing. This unpredictability creates excitement and intrigue, which are key ingredients for attraction. But here's the kicker. Women aren't necessarily drawn to bad boys because they're jerks. They're drawn to the traits that bad boys possess: confidence, independence, and mystery. You don't have to be a jerk to attract women, but you don't have to be a jerk to attract women, but you do need to embody these qualities. So, if you're tired of watching the bad boys get the girls, start focusing on developing your own confidence, independence, and sense of mystery. It's not about being a jerk. It's about being a man who knows his worth and isn't afraid to show it. 5. The power of standards. Why high-value men don't settle. High-value men don't settle. They have standards. They know what they want, and they're not afraid to walk away from anything or anyone that doesn't meet those standards. This is incredibly attractive to women because it signals that you value yourself and your time. Women want to be with a man who knows his worth and isn't afraid to demand the best. When you have standards, you're not just taking whatever comes your way. You're selective, and that makes you more desirable. Women want to be with a man who has options, not one who is desperate to be with anyone who shows him a little bit of attention. When you're selective, you're signaling that you have high self-esteem and that you're not afraid to wait for the right person to come along. But here's the catch. Having standards doesn't mean being overly picky or dismissive. It means knowing what you want and not settling for less. It means being willing to walk away from a situation that doesn't align with your values or goals. And it means being patient enough to wait for the right person rather than jumping into something just because you're afraid of being alone. 6. The art of subtlety. Why less is more an attraction? In the world of attraction, less is often more. You might think that the more you do to impress her, the better your chances are. But in reality, overdoing it can have the opposite effect. When you're too obvious in your attempts to win her over, you come across as desperate, and desperation is the ultimate attraction killer. Subtlety is key. It's about showing interest without being overbearing, being confident without being cocky, and being available without being needy. It's about creating a sense of mystery and leaving her wanting more. When you're subtle, you're allowing the attraction to build naturally rather than forcing it. One way to master the art of subtlety is to focus on quality over quantity. Instead of bombarding her with compliments, pick your moments and make them count. Instead of always being the one to initiate contact, let her come to you sometimes. Instead of laying all your cards on the table right away, keep a little bit of mystery about yourself. This approach not only keeps her intrigued, but it also shows that you're confident and in control. 7. The importance of purpose. Why high-value men focus on their mission. A man with a mission is irresistible. When you have a clear sense of purpose and direction in your life, you exude confidence, drive, and passion, all qualities that are incredibly attractive to women. High-value men don't make women their number one priority. They make their mission their priority. And that's what sets them apart. When you're focused on your mission, you're not constantly chasing after women or seeking validation from them. You're busy building your life, pursuing your goals and working towards something meaningful. This not only makes you more attractive, but it also makes you more fulfilled. You're not relying on external validation to feel good about yourself. You're creating your own sense of worth and purpose. Women are naturally drawn to men who have a sense of purpose because it signals that you're going somewhere in life. It shows that you're driven, ambitious, and capable of achieving great things. And when you're living your life with purpose, you're not just attracting women. You're attracting opportunities, success, and fulfillment. 8. The value of independence. Why high? Value men don't need constant validation. One of the most attractive qualities a man can have is independence. High-value men don't need constant validation from women or anyone else. They're secure in who they are, and they don't rely on others to feel good about themselves. This independence is incredibly attractive because it signals strength, confidence, and self-reliance. When you're constantly seeking validation from others, you're essentially giving away your power. You're allowing others to dictate how you feel about yourself, and that's not attractive. Women want to be with a man who is secure in who he is, who doesn't need constant reassurance, and who can stand on his own 2 feet. Independence also means having your own life outside of a relationship. It means having hobbies, interests, and friendships that don't revolve around her. This not only makes you more interesting, but it also prevents you from becoming too dependent on her for your happiness. And when you're happy and fulfilled on your own, you're in a much better position to attract and maintain a healthy, balanced relationship. 9. The power of patience. Why high-value men don't rush things. In the fast-paced world of dating, it's easy to feel like you need to rush things to keep a woman's interest. But high-value men know that patience is a virtue. They don't rush into relationships, and they don't pressure women into making decisions before they're ready. Instead, they take their time and let things develop naturally. Patience is attractive because it signals confidence and self-control. When you're patient, you're not desperate to lock her down or rush into a commitment. You're willing to let things unfold at their own pace, and that's incredibly appealing to women. It shows that you're secure enough in yourself to let the relationship develop naturally, without forcing it.